If only I hadn't gone and run away. I never really stood a chance since from the moment I was born. I've wandered in between life and death. The only thing to aid my constitution was my family's secret drug of gold. I lacked the strength to become the heir that my parents wanted. I was scorned just for catching my breath. Without support my heart then hardened, and I started thinking cool thoughts of my own. As a simple spare with nothing to hope for, I was obligated still to live, so I'd endure. Once I had finally come of age, I heard my parents discuss forging an alliance across the sea. They'd marry me off to some daughter of a disgraced nobleman from far abroad. And while I could have said my piece, I knew it came down to pedigree and had little to do with me. Since if I'd never bear the throne, I may as well be useful somehow's what they thought. From the moment I saw her, I'd made up my mind. She was fat like a pig, I thought repulsive and maligned. It seemed we had something in common because each of our childhoods was spent alone without any applause. Her house ravaged by an illness stole her mother, and then her father was never the same again.
Someday I'm gonna go and travel the world.
She cushed to me, her dearest dream became her own reason to be. Maybe it won't be so bad if we go together, her and me. Soon they brought in all the guests for our engagement party, our two families becoming one. And it was then I first saw darkness set into her eyes right there in front of everyone. With just the clink of a glass, she seemed to lose herself, feeling so slovenly like she'd been starved.
If I leave anything behind, then she will punish me.
She mumbled no regard. She'd been traumatized by an abusive mother. My disgusted parents broke it off and sought another. Over the years I heard the tales of one dearest to Conchita, as the people gossiped about her deeds. She eats the strangest and the foulest things anyone in the world has ever seen. So soon I changed my appearances to work for her as a second chance to stay by her side. And all the while I saw she became a beautiful woman that I didn't recognize. She had forged a contract with a wicked demon. Her humanity had already been eaten. Horrifying dishes were then known as I kept serving there until one day before I could think better of it, I muttered, "Madam, may I be excused? I need some time to get away." So I disappointed her that day. I know my life has been spent just as a coward, running from every problem. I've had my tail between my legs, and if I run away now she won't trust me again, no matter how I beg. Now if only on the day of the party I got an over myself to defend you, then maybe I could have kept you from this awful mistake that controls your life. Though even now I still take medicine I hold inside a little bottle as a fine golden dust, and perhaps with it I can still save my almost wife. You see, this medicine I've taken nearly every single day is administered a certain way. Even a touch more than prescribed would very quickly become a deadly mistake. Madam, just for tonight, may I eat here with you? I suggested, and sat next to her, no further word. But unbeknownst to her that night I slipped the poison into the soup that I served. It might not be so bad if we go together. So dear, won't you come along with me? Now let us dine on our last supper. Here I find myself. The coward chef has been transformed into her latest greatest dining fare. I should have known better than to think it would work. Only I have died, she didn't care. Moments before my eyes had last closed for good, I listened close. She sounded more upset than I thought she would.
In the end I should have known you're still the cat.